So I think the first point is always recognizing that there are things that are way outside of your control and that you can't do anything or very much about. And there are those things that are still in your control. And when you are feeling low on resources, it can be really helpful just thinking about what can I do? What actions can I take? And I always, I think there's two things to this. I think one is we generally know the things that help us. It's just that at those times when our resilience is tested, we find ourselves unable to access them for a number of reasons. It might be just the exhaustion. It might be that we've got so many different things we're juggling. There may be a whole host of things that we can't get to those practices or those things that we do that we know help us to feel better about ourselves.
So give us an example of that.
So an example might be exercise. It's a really sort of simple example that, if we're somebody who uses exercise as a way of, releasing stress or, getting outside or whatever it is that exercise allows us, or, we enjoy that hit of endorphins, it helps us to feel positive. When we're under a huge amount of stress or pressure or we're feeling exhausted, often that's a thing that goes. So because we feel like we don't have time or we're too exhausted, we just want to collapse in front of the TV.
Yeah.
And so, but we know that it helps us, but at that time, we just feel unable to access this. It feels like one more drain on our time and our energy. And so that's the point when I'd go, okay, so yes, so maybe at this moment, the pressure to keep up the type of exercise that you normally do can feel too much.
Yeah.
And so then I would always go to what's the smallest thing you can do to connect with that thing that helps you. So It might be actually, what do I love about exercise? What is it that I get from exercise that helps me? And it might be actually what it is I like going for a run outside. I like being outside in the fresh air. It helps clear my mind. It gives me perspective. And then it's going, okay, so you might not be able to manage that 30-minute or 50-minute run right now. Can you step outside your front door and go for a walk down the road? Would that feel possible? If that feels impossible, you take it back a step and you go, actually, can you stand outside the front door and take a few deep breaths and just look at the sky? Yeah. Is that something would that help connect with that bit? Can you stand up from your desk and put your phone down and put yourself on mute and just move your body?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's taking it's seeing past the thing and seeing it as what is it that brings me, and then finding the smallest way that we can recreate that same feeling, that same sense, which will often be enough to be a reminder of actually that really helped. Maybe I'll do that again. Maybe then I'll find a way to build in that 1 minute standing on my doorstep and taking a few deep breaths. Or maybe actually I'm going to extend to getting down the road and just going for a walk. And even if I can't fit in the run, maybe having a 5-minute walk first thing in the morning, maybe that is the thing that I can do. So it's trying to reframe the thing that, and because we can go, right, I can't do that thing, so there's no point.